Hello, I'm Sketchy Duval, and tonight I'm here with a sort of like skincare relaxation kind of vibe. Within the past week, actually, I went on a kind of shopping spree for skincare and relaxation items because I was feeling a very apparent lack in my life. I ran out of my favorite cleanser that I was using. And I have like 3 other cleansers. Actually, 2 I was gifted and then 1 that I had myself. I thought like I would use those up before I bought another new cleanser, but as I was using them, I noticed the quality of my skin was like starting to really drop, you know? I could tell the difference between the cleanser that I like and these other cleansers. So I needed to go in search of this cleanser that I want and also some other things. We'll get into it. So I have some skincare items and some other like relaxation items. First, of course, we have to start with the main event, I guess, the cleanser that I like. So this is Ishizawa Goodbye Kayana, and Kayana is the Japanese word for pores. I found this a few months ago when I was searching for a stronger cleanser. I noticed that the cleansers I was buying weren't strong enough and I could see a lot of texture and pores in my nose like area. Originally I bought this in lemon and it's like a baking soda foam cleanser, so the one I had was baking soda foam with lemon. The first time I used it, my skin felt so like deeply cleansed, you know? Last week I went looking for more of it because I ran out, and I think maybe the lemon version was seasonal or something because I couldn't find it. I could only find this one, and this seems like just the normal standard baking soda foam cleanser, but it still works just as great. I love it. My biggest concern is kind of the pores around my nose and also oil. My skin gets very oily, so this really addresses those 2 of my main concerns. So this next product is Sururi brand Gasol clay pack. I don't know what that means, but it is some type of clay mask. I was really looking for a clay mask because I had one when I was in university and it was a very strong like Aztec healing clay mask or something. It worked so well. I would put it on, and as it would dry, my skin would start to like hurt, but in like a good way. I don't know. I kind of like the feeling of like that mask going dry and like hurting my skin, and then when I'd wash it off, it would feel so like such a relief to get that off my skin, you know? So I was searching for that mask, or at least something similar in Japan. I couldn't find that exact one, but I did find this. I've used it a few times since buying it, and I've found that it is not as intense as the other one in terms of like the pain, but it does still have that kind of feeling, you know, like when you can feel the mask starting to dry and your face tenses up, and then after you wash it off, my skin looks a lot clearer and brighter, especially in this area here where my nostrils meet my like cheek area. I feel like a lot of the dirt is removed, so I'm really happy with this. Both of these were, I think, under 1,000 yen. I think this was like 700 yen maybe, and this was 900, I think. Very reasonably priced. I don't buy anything like expensive because I don't really believe that you need to, you know? I'm a very like, what's the word, frugal person. If something is over like 1,000 yen, I like don't really want to buy it. So that's where I'm at. I got them in person from Loft. So if you're in Japan or if you can find these online, I really recommend them. The next thing I was looking for was a new moisturizer. I have 2 moisturizers. So one is just a skin lotion. It says that it's okay for your face, but it's like a lotion. It's not meant for just the face. And the other one I have is it's a tea tree calming gel, and I initially bought it because I had gotten kind of sunburned and I wanted something like aloe kind of. I'd been using it as a moisturizer, but I realized that it was causing issues with my skin. Also, the lotion I was using was making my skin very tacky, and my skin is already oily in the first place, so I didn't want something that would make it more tacky or that wouldn't feel like dried. And I found this. This is Naturie Hatomugi Skin Conditioning Gel. Yes, so there she is. This was 900 yen. It's a very, very like jelly, I don't know. It's kind of like slime, to be honest, but like in a good way. It's very like wet to the touch. When I found this, I didn't know what skin conditioning gel was. I had never heard of that, but I thought, sounds like it could be a moisturizer, so I googled it. And yeah, it says that it works as a moisturizer. It also improves the condition of your skin, which I'm assuming means it addresses like dullness. I don't really know. I didn't look too much into it. I just like looked it up briefly and then decided that it seemed good for me. And so far, I've been using it for about a week now and I'm very happy with it because I can put it on my face and it doesn't feel tacky. It doesn't feel wet. There's no like film residue left behind. I don't feel the issue of creating more oil on my skin that I was feeling with my previous moisturizer. So I'm really happy with all three of these products. All of my like skin concerns were addressed with these products, so I'm very happy that I could find them, and all for great prices. You know, all of these were each under 1,000 yen from Loft. One more like honorable mention, it's not a recent purchase, but it is a fave. I love clay products, so actually from Standard Products, I also have a clay cleanser. I usually use this baking soda cleanser at night to really clean my skin, and then in the morning I'll wash my face with the clay cleanser. And I like clay products because, as I said, my skin is oily, and I think clay just helps to remove or reduce the oil in my skin. Especially now in Japan, during the summer season, it's so humid. So oil is a really big concern of mine, but honestly, like, since I changed my skincare, I've been noticing a lot of improvements in the quality of my skin in terms of oil, color, texture, pores, everything. Like, it's really great. I'm very happy with it. So yeah, there's the skincare. Next, I have some home relaxation items. When I moved to Japan, one of the first things I noticed actually was candles are kind of impossible to find. Or not impossible, but they're not as easy to find as they are in the United States. And I think it's because Japan has earthquakes. So with the open flame, that can be dangerous if it's shaking around and it starts your house on fire. So I get it, but I love candles. So I did buy a candle like last year and it kind of sucked. It like did not have a scent. Like I would burn it and you would not smell anything. And now I kind of am apprehensive about candles in Japan. I kind of just have this feeling that they're all going to be like that. What is popular in Japan in place of candles is like aroma diffusers, like scent sticks, and also incense. So I've been using more aroma diffusers since I moved to Japan. The kind of scents that I like are usually like woodsy, foresty, or kind of like lavender, tea tree, eucalyptus, lily, jasmine, those kind of vibes. I don't like too much floral, but some floral is okay. I don't really like fruity scents. I like earthy and natural, but I don't like it to be too much, you know, like I don't want to smell like dirt. Anyway, so today I was out shopping and I remembered my scent diffuser ran out of oil, so I wanted to buy a new scent. Actually, all the rest of my products are from Standard Products, which is a really great and affordable like home goods store in Japan. I did buy a scent diffuser refill. So here she is. This is the Earl Grey scent from Standard Products. It was only 300 yen and you get all of this. I don't know how to describe it. It kind of smells like cologne. You know, it smelled different when I smelled the sample scent. So I'm kind of worried because from the bag it's kind of giving like if a Sharpie was a cologne. It's not bad, but it's just like not what I smelled in the sample. So I'm hoping maybe the bag is like affecting the smell a bit and once I pour it out it'll be better. I don't know. We'll see. I did buy some new diffuser sticks as well. They're just made of wood. You pour this into the bottle, into the jar, and then you put the sticks in there and the sticks will like soak up the scent and release that scent in your room. I'll switch these out tonight and get that going and I'll see how it smells, how I like it. For my last purchase, Standard Products had a lot of candles which I was looking at, and the samples did smell good and I could smell different scents. It wasn't just like wax, you know. But still, sometimes you can smell the candle and that's what it smells like while it's sitting there, but when it's burning, it doesn't actually release much of a scent. So I was a little worried about that. I didn't want to buy a candle and then like waste it. And then also, once the candle burns out, I'm just left with like a glass jar because throwing stuff away in Japan is like kind of annoying. So I didn't want to deal with that. So Standard Products also had some incense. They actually had quite a few incense. And I decided I'll just try incense because I don't want to deal with this candle anxiety. Like, will it smell? Will it not smell? Girl. So I bought incense. Here's my incense and my incense box, incense holder. I've never had one of these before, and I think they're kind of luxe. So you can store your incense in there, like your incense sticks, and then it also has a little groove on the top for the stick to go in while you're burning it. Okay, when I was a kid, there was this store that I would love going to near my hometown. It was called the Bead Store. I don't know if it had a real name, but we always just called it the Bead Store. It was run by these like older, like middle-aged women. They would wear like tie-dye and like long skirts, and they had like chunky jewelry, and the store had a bunch of like handicrafts and like paintings of fairies and statues of fairies and pixies and like little like thumb instruments and like DIY clothing. Oh my god, I was obsessed with the store when I was a kid. This just seems like something that like I would have gone in there and seen it and been like, what is that? Like, oh my god, she's so cool. She has her like incense box, you know? So I have my incense box and then I have my incense. So the flavor or the scent that I got is called Hakka. I don't know what Hakka is, but it smells good. It smells kind of like toothpaste, but not in an overpowering way. It's just like a nice, like fresh, kind of minty smell. Like it smells kind of like a mint leaf, you know, like the natural version of toothpaste. I want to switch out the aroma diffuser tonight. Honestly, I will probably do this tonight as well. I want them to like work together. So I tried to think of scents that would complement each other. The aroma diffuser does work, but I find that it's not very strong, and I really want, like, when I come home and when I walk inside, I want to be like hit with this scent of like, this is my home, I can relax, you know? And the aroma diffuser just doesn't do it for me, you know? So I really think the incense will like fix that hole in my heart that I'm feeling. A lot of the things I bought were just, I was feeling a lack of something in my life, so I went in search of something to fill that, you know. That's what I did, and I did it for a good price. You know, everything I bought was under 1,000 yen. Some of it was under 500 yen even, so like, you cannot beat that. So there's my skincare and relaxation sort of haul. Actually, I'm gonna go do my skincare now. So thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed, and thank you for listening as well. And of course, until next time, goodbye.